this is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. India is set to participate in the Mandiri U20 Challenge Series 2005 in Indonesia from January 24th to January 30th, in which they will face the hosts Indonesia, Syria and Jordan. These three teams are preparing for the AFC U20 Asian Cup, which will be held in February. So this is a tournament for boys born in 2005. But the AIFF has decided to utilize this tournament for younger age groups, which means that boys born in 2007 and 2008 under head coach B.B. Thomas Muthud will be taking part in this tournament. And the Indian boys are actually preparing for the SAF U19 championship to be held in May 2025. Now, a lot of criticism has been seen on social media that why didn't ISL or why didn't I-League teams release players who are playing for them either in the ISL or sitting on the bench, mainly in the ISL, maybe playing RFDL, why they weren't released. Now, a valid question, but these kind of tournaments, if you look at them around the world, if they are not continental competitions like the AFC U20 Championship or, UEFA U19 or U under-21 or under-17 Euros, you very often do not release players. Or sometimes even you do release players and then call them back. I go back to 2017, the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in India. A certain Jadon Sancho was part of England's Under-17 team, but Borussia Dortmund actually called him back for a UEFA Champions League game and for a Bundesliga game, and he didn't play in the latter parts of the tournament. So this does happen, that club sides prioritize the exposure of players for them rather than playing for the youth national teams. The AIFF, as said early on, decided to go a different path. They said, you know what, rather than trying to give exposure to the 2005 batch, for which they don't seem to have any competitions, let's give exposure to the boys to play the U19 tournament in the SAF region. So that's the 2007-2008 batch. They had trials in Goa. B.B. Thomas was appointed the coach. And now these boys will go to Indonesia and try and do their best against older boys, more experienced boys, physically stronger boys. So for these kids, as I would call them, they have to man up. And that's good in my opinion. Sometimes you need these kind of matches. And about releasing the players, as I said, what priorities do the club have? Again, some of the boys that are here, hopefully, will go on to represent our under-20s in the future, maybe even under-23s and maybe even the senior team and become regulars in the Indian Super League. Exposure is important. The only question, of course, I have is, how did we find B.B. Thomas as a coach? The AIFF has been making these random appointments of coaches for competitions at under-17 and under-20, even at the under-23 level for the men's. Have been doing that also with the senior women's national team. That might be a topic to discuss rather. But for now, this Mandiri Cup or these Mandiri Challenge Series is a good competition for these boys to face teams like Indonesia, Syria and Jordan. What do you say? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you have a different viewpoint, or did I miss something? Write them down, as always, in the comments below. Like and share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very, very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.